Hello and welcome to a Blaseball Statistical History, a look at the Hawaii Fridays development across the discipline era. We meet the Hawaii Fridays in Season 1 with their slogan, "It's Island Time." The team is very consistent, but not particularly impressive. In Season 1, the Fridays sit at a comfortable 12th in the league, but 4th in their division. They don't win any listed blessings, but during the election, with no explanation, they swap a player with the Tigers. Season 2 sees a drop in performance, as they finish joint 14th. They face 2 incinerations, losing Fitzgerald Massey for Hendricks Wrangle and Jesse Wise for York Silk, who, during the election, gained the Gunblade bat, maxing out their hitting. Both of the incinerations resulted in stronger hitters, and the addition of Nagomi McDaniel in Season 1 gives the team far more power on the lineup, but the 3 star players are rather unsupported. The Fridays move up to joint 12th in Season 3. They are faced with 3 more incinerations, but also get a yummy peanut reaction. However, in the election, Nagomi McDaniel is stolen by the Jazz Hands. The team still have 1 star hitter, but the rest of the lineup is weaker than in Season 1. And it sees the Fridays slip down to joint 15th in the league, sitting at the bottom of their division. They endure an allergic peanut reaction. Also in the season, Thomas England was incinerated and replaced by Six-Pack Dogwalker. But this was caught up in the waveback event that occurred, where the site was rolled back several hours after the servers lost data. When the siesta to fix this ended, it was found that Six-Pack Dogwalker was still on the team, but now bearing the item Bangers and Smash, in honour of Thomas England. The Fridays also experienced a feedback, sending Basilio Fig to the Tacos in exchange for Baldwin Breadwinner. In the election, the team improved their minimum vibes and their defence by 15%, but also have their max vibes impaired by the flowers. The team is slightly stronger than last season, with the alternate decree benefiting the rotation. There is an improvement in Season 5, as the Fridays finish 11th in the league and 2nd in their division. During the season, they see a whole team reverb, swapping 2 sets of players between the lineup and rotation, before having their rotation reverbed again. At the election, they move into the mild-low division. They improve their max vibes and make themselves immune to feedback for a season, but the Shoe Thieves impair the overall rating of the new mild-low. The Fridays enter Season 6, the worst off they have ever been. And they prove it, by finishing last in the league. They also somehow get worse, thanks to 3 negative blood rains. But the Shoe Thieves do make some amends for last season's damage by improving their overall rating. Even with York Silk's impressive hitting being relatively unaffected by everything, the team are in a bad shape. Despite this, they don't finish last this season, instead coming 19th overall. They see a feedback swap with the Magic, trading Terrell Bradley for Alyssa Harrell. They then benefit from a positive blood rain and 2 party time boosts, but also face an allergic reaction. In the election, the top 4 teams are unable to win any blessings, and it is the Fridays who benefit from this the most, winning 6 blessings. They steal hitters from the Spies and the Jazz Hands. They randomise their worst pitcher. They make 1 player idol immune and another a super idol, before protecting their division from shame. All of these events have strengthened the team. The Fridays continue with their upward trajectory, coming 17th in the league. They have an allergic and a yummy reaction, and 2 of their players become flickering. The 2 feedback swaps they have, though, are neither of those players, instead seeing Alyssa Harrell and Eduardo Woodman swap between the Fridays and Pies, before returning to their original teams in the same game. There are several negative blood rains, but the team gets 8 parties. Then, after day 99, York Silk becomes shelled, and the Tigers steal Alden cash money in the election. The loss of Alden reduces the lineup's stars, but there are improvements elsewhere. Also, due to an Idols board event, Six-Pack Dog Walker has become flickering and a receiver. Season 9 was a historic one for the Fridays. They finished last in the league with the lowest win record of the discipline era. On their way to this score, they also recorded the longest losing streak to date, of 17 losses in a row. They entered the postseason as the wild card, where they lost in the wildcard round to the Tigers, but they did win one game, also granting them the title of team with the lowest record to compete in a postseason and to win at least one game. During the season, they make one feedback swap, bidding farewell to Six-Pack Dog Walker and welcoming Gabriel Griffith from the stakes. And 2 of the team were made repeating. In more record-breaking material, the Fridays set a new party time speedrun record. Once in party time, they had an astounding 16 parties, the highest recorded in one season, and equaled the record for most parties in one game. However, tragedy was to strike, as on day X, the shelled York Silk was summoned to the Shelled Ones pods. Then, in the election, the Fridays were given both 5th base and shame. With the lineup now missing their star batter, the team is a lot weaker. They do get a Siphon, Fire Eater and Friend of Crows in Spears Taylor, Christian Coombs and Stevenson Heat. The Fridays remain at the bottom of the league in Season 10, but they do win nearly 10 games more. They have a lot of Blood Rain activity, but it's a very mixed bag of positive and negative. Party time continues to be the team's friend, as they get 13 party time boosts. But during the election, fortunes change, and the Fridays are able to steal 3 players from the champions before they ascend. They are also blessed with a Shadows improvement from the Shoe Thieves. With the addition of the new players, the team is markedly improved. Proving it by finishing 10th in the league, their highest ever position. They do well with black hole weather, not forfeiting a single game to it, and only giving away 1 win under Sun 2. They get just 1 party this season, before gaining the High Priestess as their Arcana in the election. Across the discipline era, the Fridays experienced 6 incinerations, 5 feedbacks, and 2 reverbs. They also had 1 shelled player, who they lost to the pods, leaving their lineup a player shorter. Peanuts had a mixed effect for them, with 3 allergic and 2 yummy reactions. The team had 41 party time boosts, the most of any team, but Blood Rain was against them 11-8. They played in 1 postseason as a wild card. In the elections, they won 14 blessings, benefited from 2, and were affected by 6 others. The team remains consistent, with 2 standout players, but there is a vast improvement in the team from where they were in Season 1, and they look to be in a strong position to face the next era. Thank you for joining me for another Blaxplanation. I'll be back with more Blaseball fun and facts soon, but until then, rejoice, play ball.